All right, let's just hop into it, huh? Got a viewer submission here for Alea, the Fairy Warlocks. Replace some Esper, the Artful Provocateur. Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying get one attack. Whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, create a 1/1 blue flying fairy token. So we've got tons of artifacts and enchantments in here. Just, basically all the playable historic ones and some not so playable ones because in Brawl you can do what you want. We got some cute ones in here. We've got Anointed Procession, works very well with our commander. Divine Visitation works very well with our commander. We got some more powerful bangers at the very top end of our curve with a couple of sagas and Ethereal Absolution. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this one and see how the Brawl goes this morning. Rogue Ninja, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. Xanthias, tier 3 is very generous of you. Thank you for the almost 2 years. Happy Thursday. The Pokemon Unite waiting room. There will be a Unite video on YouTube at 10 a.m. like every morning, and then we're going to do it live this afternoon about 1 o'clock. Scene looks fine, right? We have all of our colors. Snorlax is still very strong, I agree. The team composition we're going to be playing this afternoon is featuring Lax for sure. 3, 2, 1 out. Desert Master the Bridge, probably something a little bit more controlling. I want to get attacking here. Spring Breeze Dancing. It's a brand new sub. Welcome to the channel this morning. I think we just play the Intangible Virtue out here. And then we'll play this on 4, and then we can Torment on 5. If you'd like to submit a deck with a donation to guaranteed it gets played, you can follow the instructions on my website here. If you just like to have something that has a chance to get up for deck voting at some point, you can post that in the subs Discord server. And as I'm looking for deck lists to put up for deck voting, I'm pulling them from there. This would have made this larger. Is she gonna die anyways? Forgot this wasn't just tokens, it's all flyers. Got me. Field of Ruin, world's slowest evolving wilds. Opponent just getting their ramp on over there. I'm just gonna double trigger my lord here. And my commander. Could get staggering insight going, but I think I'd rather get these two down and this can give our tokens +1/+1 starting next turn. We'll see. They're getting to what, they have 7 mana this turn, so we could see a sweeper out of them. Lex to take 3. Okay. To level that at least. Because it always feels like Ugin is looming when they get towards 8 mana. Card's a real stinker. Does not have a pleasant spell about it. So creatures and planeswalkers you cast have affinity for artifacts. They gave us the Claw. No, they only had 7 last turn. They played their land. They didn't have the Coldsteel Heart last turn.
Your end is near.
Yeah.
And dream of me.
I think we're done here. That's true. It wasn't a Nukin. The blue-black super friends were here to stuff us into a little box, though, for sure. A great wave of Dimir washed upon us, and we were cleansed. That's cute with your commander. Has hexproof. Leaves the battlefield with historic. Draw 2 cards. It's all of our colors again. I'm going to keep it. Right on time, Leyline of Sanctity. Welcome to the party. Oh, I guess I should have played this, huh? This would have been untapped off of this. Island. Look at that, chat. I remember to play my commander before I attacked this time through. We're learning. This one is draw a card when they cast a historic spell. Yeah. Might just be cycling the Mind Stone here. I already have a 6 land rolled up, but I don't really need the extra man at the moment. I assume my board's going away.
No one is telling me.
Yeah. You get to draw 2 cards here at least. Now we kind of want the mana. We can bind up Chandra here at least. A creature enters under enchanted player's control. They lose a life and you gain a life. Alright. No trespassers here. We have 7 mana now because we kept the Mind Stone. We can go Provocateur into Ghost Form on it. Morning Martian. They might have some, like, unsummon effects. We're gonna do Lost Legacy on Monday and Tuesday next week, Centurion. Unite dropped new content update Wednesday, so I wanted to spend a few days doing that. And the next Uncharted game's pretty short. I guess we'll Glass Casket there. Makes mana. Not really accomplishing anything else. And then we can go ahead and draw with this. If we hit a land, we can drop it into play. El Gato Tremendo, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. Sanity, thank you for the 39 months. Good morning, good morning. That's it's a pretty good one. We're pretty buried at this point, right? So far our deck seems very slow and fair. Yeah. So I'm starting to get a better feel for Brawl as a format. And it definitely has things that are true about other best of one formats definitely feel like they translate here, and more proactive decks definitely seem like they excel. This deck that we're playing is kind of mid-rangey. It's not super proactive. Feels like it's struggling to keep up here a little bit against the first couple of things we queued into. Aggro and ramp decks definitely feel like the thing to beat. Yeah. Yeah, even after a turn or two, she's not always doing a ton, right? Like, she survives for a turn or two, and she, like, generates you some 1/1s, which feels quite a bit slow and fair. It is on my list, Draken. I had it up for deck voting yesterday, but it lost to Extus. So it is in my deck editor. Well, I mean, this is in the same cycle as the Sack Dragon, whatever its name is escaping me at the moment, so some of them are really good. Yeah? Corvald, yeah. Corvald's super strong, historic staple. The Bant one's probably good inside of actual Brawl, right? Just not good in historic proper. When it gets to go grab out of their deck here. think they plan to just go super wide, Sheriff. They've also got this Ulvenwald Hydra here as a blocker. Now, our saving grace this game might be the fact that we have favorable wins, which lets our Artful Provocateur tokens keep up with their zombies. And they will run out of lands eventually, he said, ever the optimist. They get to crack their Fabled Passage here. They have a Blast Zone lurking in their lands here too, though. We could see that crank up to 2 to get rid of the favorable winds. All right, we're going to bind that one up. Are we? Are we going to bind that one up? If I cast this, do I survive a turn? I don't know. Let's find out. Pivot. It might just be dead, right? They have a Fabled Passage and a Field of Ruin gives them 2 more zombies. So I like jump block here, 3 blocks, 3. And then I take 14, 16. I believe we're in technically not dead yet territory, but we're heading in the general direction of dead fairly quickly. And this feels like a good example of like a rough game, right? Like our commander has sat in play for a pretty extended period of time here, and it's just not been relevant, right? It's just not been quite good enough to keep up with what they have going on. Infern Flow, thank you for the 32 months. Welcome back. Like, even if I hit an untapped white source next turn, I get to go, like, Bound in Gold and Nahiri's Binding. Yeah. Yeah, I can make some 2/2s, but it doesn't matter. I'll try like 1, maybe 2 more, but yeah, the Azusa deck looks sweet. The Azusa deck looks like it's doing the type of thing you need to be doing in this format. It's got a good proactive plan. I mean, does your suggestion improve my deck's ability to be proactive? Otherwise, it's probably not really worth exploring. Okay, I mean, we get to go turn 3 Provocateur on the play, right? This is kind of the best we could do. It's the 19 months, is that it? Sure, welcome back. I can play Vorpal Sword too. Maybe it's right to save that for after we play the Provocateur. Hey, well, we get to storm off here a little bit. Take their stone. I guess my sequencing here means that they can Sublime Epiphany me, but yeah, Garuda doesn't surprise me. Well, I stuck a Ganti. Relatively close to killing them in the air here. Yes, their Garuda did enable their Drowned lock. Opponent has Sublime Epiphany enabled, so I can, like, bounce one of my tokens and copy one of their things. But I've got a lot of tokens here. I suppose they can kill my Provocateur, which means the other tokens get smaller. Maybe I was supposed to slide... Yeah, I think I was supposed to slide Vorpal Sword over to one of these. I was like, wait, how'd they get an Othakai in their deck? They're blue-black. Turns out it was my Othakaya. The Othakaya was coming from inside the house the entire time. Could see Glass Pull Mimic on Garuda. It's not very good because they die, so I assume they want to take the 7/7 out back and drown into the lock. Their sleeves do in fact jiggle. It's a very moist sound effect. The oath was an inside job, something like that. So if I do this, this then costs 5 because of monk class. And we can drop this and attack. Yeah, they need to drown the 7/7. Usually get to crack them for, And actually, worth noting here, I pointed out I missed equipping the Vorpal Sword last turn. Equipping the Vorpal Sword last turn would have given us lethal here. This costs 2 to equip. Alright. Okay. They get to draw a couple of cards here. They only have 4 mana available, though, 2 of which is colorless. I wonder if they're supposed to tap Palladium Mirror instead of their blue sources. Fair. Alright, and that was kind of our nut draw on the play, right? We had one of our accelerants. Double check. I assume this deck is playing all the 2-mana artifact ramp cards. Let's just check real quick. Oh, it's missing some. We only have 3 of the 2-mana rocks in this format, right? We have Signet, Coldsteel Heart, and Mindstone. Are there any other 2-mana artifact? Oh, there's the Guardian Idol, right? 4. Are there any others? There's 4. 4 how many? When are the trickle-down Shillanobics supposed to kick in and start helping out? It's so easy to be a Shillionaire these days. You only need like 999,961 shillings. Line of Sanctity seems meh. It is already down that low. We're basically giving it away. It's free real estate. Fury. Warriors and equipments, you say. Warriors, come out and play. Hey, Pervidia, thanks for the sub-gift. I appreciate it. Auras and equipments cost you 1 less to cast. Alright, so I think it's tapped land, and then we'll Trespasser's Curse. They keep putting creatures into play. This helps keeps us alive because it gains us some life. Look at these people fighting over their Shillions while everyone knows true power is in the crowns. Well, we're like a mobile game. We have lots of currencies. We have a premium currency and a free-to-play currency. Deck voting is the avocado toast of Hoglandia stopping us from being rich. These kids would just stop deck voting, they'd own houses by now. It's a pretty big boy. Scale of 1 to dead. Where's our Provocateur at here? That's cute. So it's guaranteed to get the rune for you. Okay, so... I could do this, and then we can Intangible Virtue, play a tapped land, pass. We have Life's Bounty up to protect her. This one's due. When a critical clear does combat damage to a creature, you may draw a card. No, I might block with the commander here, Shet, because I want to be able to give protection. So I think we go block, and then sack this, give this pro red. Need to draw a card from the Rogue's Glove, but their scary Trampler is gone now. The next turn we get to get some Scarabs and some Coastal Piracy going. Go a little bit wider with the Provocateur. This is so many keywords, chat. Pick up a couple cards. Do I want to draw a card? What kind of stupid question is that, Magic Arena? First, I want to draw a card.
I can finally embrace my home again.
I think we're just taking the hit from this 5-4. I want to draw a bunch of cards next turn, so I don't want to start jump blocking yet. Our hand's pretty bad, so we're way back in. Each creature you control gets 2 attack for each equipment attached to it. Yikes! Well, that's a good one. And it shall be bound in gold. Do this the right way.
I won't be gone forever.
That's true. You're gonna come back pretty soon, probably. Yeah, Coastal Piracy dragging us kicking and screaming through the flood. That's fine. Pirates tend to be good in rough waters, so it makes sense that they're getting us through this this flooded patch. What's going on, Rad? Thanks for the 20 months. Welcome back. It does really speak volumes to the range of the Brawl queue that even our mopey, our mopey deck is getting on the scoreboard here. We are of one body and mind. Oh, you know, I should put this on my... Put this on my lifelinker. Oh, they can't equip to this because it has protection from not 4s. That's hilarious. Equipping does target, doesn't it? Yikes. A little bit of anti-synergy there for the opponent. Protection is always fun and intuitive. Yep. Basically the motto. I can take a mulligan again here, just like only 2 lands and no accelerant rock. Man, just all the 2-landers. They're playing Tiny Bones. Man, what even is a 3rd land, chat? What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Alright, we're looking for running lands here to curve into a Solemn. I think we want to get our hand empty against Tiny Bones. Obviously, their deck's likely to be loaded up with discard effects, so getting our hand empty so I can't impact it seems ideal. Oh, we don't even need the land with the Courser, right? Don't mind drop me. Have a heart. Only make me discard one of these cards. No, I explicitly asked you not to mind drop me, opponent. That was the thing I didn't want you to do. Well, shoot. It's a big boy, chat. It's a large, horrible thing. I'm gonna make sure they can murder my commander before we pack it in. Morning, Alistair. Scale of 1 to dead. Where's this Provocateur at? Provocateur. Morning, Beatrix. All right, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Teamer stuff, eh? His hand's just like triple tapped land. Confounding Conundrum is probably pretty okay here. They're a green deck, almost assuredly playing ramp, right? Decided on Blissey still, trusty Dusty. The gameplay for Unite content that I have posting to YouTube today is a couple of games with her, and we're going to try her again some more this afternoon on stream. The castle would have been untapped. No, we had a Field of the Dead, right? It was a black castle. I don't think that hand had a swamp in it, did it? Sedge. What's going on, Cannon? Thanks for the follow. Hey, thanks, J Money. I appreciate the 40 months. Glad you're enjoying the Unite stuff. It's been fun to make. Get Arena down here, he said, before getting counterspelled. Alright, so they're just like a control deck then? No, yeah, chat. This is a non-white hate card printed after the year 2019. Not symmetrical in the slightest. Were you playing solo queues, Niv? Because Blissey definitely seems like a character that's fairly mediocre in solo queues. None of you are playing Blissey. Yeah, it feels like a character that definitely requires coordination. Also, like, when Blissey is doing well, it's directly, it's simply, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this will be land 8 for Commander. It's just directly supporting other people, right? So. What's going on, Coons? Thanks for 36 months. Welcome back. Yeah, I don't really have other things that make tokens, Neil. So they have something to mutate onto, finally. Yeah, you play that additional land, opponent. You do it. Come seal away. Come seal away. Come seal away with me. Do 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 do. Be do do do. Be do 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 do. What are the odds they can kill this Hall of the Storm Giants slow? Well, yeah, Ward's not hexproof, though. Dunk. Actually, it is only Ward 3. Ward 4, you are thinking of the Desert Doom. We're dead at this point. Yeah, I ought to be done with this one. That was pretty mediocre. Let's give a quick overview of why I feel like this deck doesn't work. So, couple of things that made this deck feel like it really struggles. The first is that it's just kind of slow and fair. And when you look at the curve and think about what this deck is doing, the curve as it's laid out is a little deceptive in this deck as is, because a lot of these cards aren't cards that really proactively play out nicely on turn 2, and a lot of them just aren't good enough for just playing the typings of cards because they work with this. And this is just so slow to get wound up. We didn't really have powerful enough interaction to make this feel consistent enough. So just one of those kind of not quite aggressive enough to get under people playing proactive or controlling strategies, not quite interactive enough to keep other people getting under us at bay. So yeah, I think this one felt like a bit of a miss to me. Yeah, and the other thing was, a lot of our cards are individually low power level. So, like, that last game was a great example, right? Where they just answered our commander a bunch, and we were just left holding a bunch of cards that effectively didn't do anything because our commander just had been countered or killed 5 times. So our average card quality without our commander was quite low.